Good morning, and welcome to Church on the Net. Today we're going to look at a verse that we have spent a lot of time on, and most of you probably know this is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Do not lean on your own understandings, but in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. It's such a simple verse, but has such an incredibly deep meaning. And many times we choose not to even look at the deeper meaning. I want you to think about this. Do you trust Him? And how much do you trust Him? I hear excuses all the time about tithing or about plans that you've made, and trust is a good thing to talk about, but when it actually comes to it, do you trust Him with everything that you've got? Not just in the good times, but in the bad times. And when He brings people into your life, and you know they're from Him, do you trust Him, or do you still try to do it all on your own, knowing that you won't succeed? I think I'm a bit different in that I don't give up real easy. I've known quite a few people, and even the church as a whole sometimes, that just gets fed up and quits. It's not a good thing. So, what will you do? You see, I want you to take a moment and think of the person you know that loves you the most and that you love. If you did a bunch of wrong things, would they still love you? If they stole from you, would they love you? If you treated them terrible, would they love you? You see, Christ does, because we treat Him bad every day. But He still loves. He still forgives, and He's still there. If you're willing to ask for forgiveness, He's willing to give it. Wrap your head around that for a minute. He sends people into our lives, all of us, even me, angels. And sometimes we forget who they are, and we take advantage of situations that we should never have taken advantage of in the first place. So what will you do for Him today? Do you love Him? Do you want to have a better relationship with Him? No better time than the present to start that. You see, He loves you more than you could ever imagine, so trust Him with all of your heart. Don't lean on your understandings, but in everything you do, acknowledge Him. He will make your path straight. And if you have somebody in your life that you know is from the Lord, embrace them. Let them speak into you before He takes them away, because He may not send anybody else. And one last issue. You see, I hear of a lot of people. We teach a leaning principle in our ministry. And I know if you're in my ministry, you understand. You've heard this before. We teach a leaning principle, getting people in your lives to lean on, to be vulnerable with. And there's a certain criteria for it. That these people will point you back to God. I've heard people tell me all the time, well, I don't need to lean on anybody. I lean on God. Let me make this quite clear. You will not and cannot lean on God unless you lean on the people that He has put in your life. It just doesn't work that way. Be the change that you want to see. Be the men and women of God that you want to be. Learn how to lean. I hope you have a great Sunday. If you'd like to support our ministry, we can always use it. All those links are down below. I hope you have a great Sunday. God bless. We're going to be doing a whole lot more in the way of Bible study and memorization. And if you want to be on our memorization team, those that are learning to memorize Scripture, just DM me. We'll also be doing some lives coming out on TikTok and YouTube. I hope you have an amazing day. God bless each and every one of you.